bitch better have my money.
That Dr. Drew basically said, you will die soon if you do not get sober.
Wow.
Well, he relapsed and arrested on possession.
Who is he?
Since the show ended.
He's a socialite.
He used to hang with, Paris Hilton and all that crew.
What's he look? He looks.
He's famous for just being in Hollywood.
He
and
looks
being
like
a party
Rocket's
guy.
red glare.
Yeah. Rodney King, we said. Tony Catan. Or Catan.
Oh.
Season 2, relapse DUI.
Tony Catan, who's that?
Catan, she was
with David
Snake,
Coverdale.
White Snake video.
Going out with David Coverdale.
Rolling around on the hood of that car.
Okay.
Mindy McCready, season 3, big country star there, right?
Yes.
Relapse, hospitalized after drug overdose, put out a sex tape. These are all Dr. Drew's success stories.
Who gets to fucking confront this guy?
We're the only ones. I swear to God, I'm surprised no one else is jumping on this because this is kind of like the dead wrestler thing we do. This is like very suspicious. He's not helping anyone.
But what about like if this guy was a real doctor?
Yeah, he'd be fucked.
You look at his resume,
right,
and you go, this guy died. This guy got. What are you doing?
Right.
If you were like a surgeon and lost this many people.
Yeah. And then you got. In the last year, Jeff Conway and Mike Starr from Alice in Chains both dead.
Maybe,
and they also graduated from these shows.
That's a great.
Maybe it's like a bus driver. He takes you on a ride that he's supposed to take you on.
Oh, you get off.
You get off. Like he kept you. Like he's not responsible for you after you leave.
But you think it would be bad for business when the fame goes away? Like, what are you doing? So, which means I think he cares more about being famous than his practice. And Mike Starr, just to add, he was such a real success story for Dr. Drew. They brought him back to show the other losers, look, you can change your life. Here's Mike Starr. And they're all like, oh, my God, Mike, you look great, blah, blah, blah. And I think 6 to 8 months later, he was dead.
Did y'all talk about that asshole who got caught cheating on his wife? Y'all had to talk about it.
Which one?
There's been so many.
I'm a day late in the dog show, I know, but fucking Catch a Predator.
Oh, right.
You discussed that, didn't you?
Yeah, Chris Hansen.
All right, good enough.
Chris Hansen.
That motherfucker. Can you believe him?
They set him up pretty good.
God bless him.
We did the whole break, but I had a problem with him because he went past that Catch a Predator shit, which I thought was a great show. I really thought it was getting some shit done. And then he went into like just harassing bike owners and like just street guys that are trying to fucking make a little living here and there. Who gives a shit type of crimes.
Because he couldn't do the Predator thing anymore because some guy fucking hung himself or some shit. And they were like, here, we're liable, networks. So we're going to get sued. The pedophile hung himself.
I saw one recently. I'll be quick. He's going after bike owners because what happens is, you got street thieves that taking your bike and they go to a bike shop and go, hey, man, what could you give me for this bike? And a bunch of guys are saying, well, I'll give you a couple $100, whatever.
Yeah.
He went to this
that's
one.
What he got relegated to?
He went to this. Yeah, he went to this one bike owner with a fake stolen bike, and the bike owner, I'm telling you,
saying bike shop owner,
like a bike shop owner. Okay. I'm sorry. Bike shop owner told Chris Hansen, I don't even know how many times, no, I'm not that guy. I don't want to do this. No, thank you. You got to go somewhere else. Do you know of anyone else? No. Doesn't want to be involved with this fucking thing. And Chris Hansen and the crew just broke him down and kept boom, 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 boom. To the point where the guy almost was like, all right, I'll fucking take your bike. And then as soon as the guy said that, boom, here comes Chris Hansen and big burly security guards. And they're beating the shit out of this guy, mentally basically for being a bad guy. It was complete entrapment. Hansen kept at him until he finally said, all right, I'll take your bike.
And there's no one talking about that. Like, what constitutes, like you would think the hypocrisy would get this motherfucker.
And no one's talking about it.
It's just a non-issue. Like, who makes those decisions on what the fuck is, like Kaylee.
Tiger and shit like that got fucking crucified.
There was a time, I think a mother who drowns in succession of age, all her kids in the bathtub, that's warrant. Like Kaylee, that case. I mean, not that it shouldn't be a case, but it permeated throughout everything.
Yeah,
and this fucking woman who fucking drowns all her kids, and is not the biggest news since OJ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
just drowns them in order of their age?
Wait, are you talking about the one? Oh,
in Texas, or the many white women that fucking kill their kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, no.
White women love killing their children.
They really do.
We had one close to New York, right? Wasn't it a black woman? And she let the one go? Why wasn't that all over TV?
I want to know
That's
why.
way more fucking tragic.
What did this girl, I think it's her attitude where, you know, like, again, they were so upset that this girl didn't act upset the way she was supposed to act upset.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like she's supposed to be this apologetically
crazy,
contrite,
like
sadness, and overwhelmed.
She just sat there.
Look, man, it's simple. She is young, white, and hot. And that's why everyone went with it.
And that ugly Nancy Grace.
We got the Nancy
God,
Grace.
We hate the Nancy Grace.
We got the Nancy Grace.
She's ugly with you know what her ugliness to me is?
Yeah.
It's
an inner ugly.
It's an inner that comes right on her face. Now, did you see the Devil's Advocate?
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
But you remember when Charlize Theron kept seeing the faces change
when they went shopping the first time, and they're drinking the champagne and they're trying on clothes, and then they were like, bleh. It was like, hey, wait, she just got a glimpse of their inner evil.
Nancy's aura is that to me.
Yeah.
Like, she got a nasty aura, dude. Something nasty about that woman, dude.
You know, just because we got a guest here and it's getting crazy, so I want to rush through this a little bit. We got 2 Nancy Grace clips I want to play.
Yeah, please.
She's getting a lot of shit because of the coverage she had on HLN. Right?
She was trying to get Tot Mom.
She explains why she talked,
really?
named Casey Anthony Tot Mom.
Tot Mom, because she was trying to make it her own. Fucking cunt.
And I've been battling some people on Twitter because I said that Nancy Grace loves the fact that she was found innocent. It's great for her business. It's great for Nancy Grace that this broad was found innocent.
So she can keep going.
Yes. Yeah. Rush Limbaugh loves the fact Obama's president. And I bet you would love to see him get another term because it's great for Rush's business.
Yeah.
And you write this shit on Twitter and people think you're a lunatic.
Lunatic.
But this is the truth. Nancy Grace wants this shit to happen. Yeah. Nancy Grace wants another young white child to go missing.
Yep.
She absolutely wants that.
That her show
that's her business.
Her show beat O'Reilly's show one night, and that never happens in cable. On HLN, fucking headline news,
right?
Where that's like the CNN dumping grounds, and they actually beat fucking the #1 cable talk show because of that trial. Because she knew it.
Nancy Grace isn't attached to these stories, so she wants this shit to happen. Because then it's good for her fucking TV show.
Partying young broad, fucking smothers a kid and we'll take that one.
Right.
Because you know she gets some. Look, man, I walk in rest stops when you're driving from gigs.
Yeah.
They have it's like the post office now of missing kids, man, at these rest stop things. There's so many missing children.
Yeah.
That she has to actually go, this one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Picking and choosing.
That's a good one.
Ooh, that one.
Let me grab that. That's really
It can't be a matter of
I
care, because it should be 30 segments of this child's missing, see if you can find her. This child's missing, see if you can find her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, here, she went on O'Reilly. Isn't that the competition ant? But I guess O'Reilly, it's good for O'Reilly's business to have Nancy Grace on. See how this shit works?
Yeah. They all just fucking are whores,
incestuous
to each other. Yeah,
I know I'm right on this one, so stop yelling at me on Twitter. It's good for her business that Casey Anthony was found innocent. Yep. She'll never admit that to you.
Yeah,
but it's a fact.
With us now from Atlanta is Nancy Grace. First of all, do you think you went overboard at all in your coverage of the trial?
You know, Bill, number one, thank you for having me, but overboard when there is a miscarriage of justice? No, I don't think I went overboard. And in fact, I think that term overboard is very trite. What I think went wrong is not me commenting or covering what happened in the courtroom, but what went wrong is the jury verdict. Now listen, I respect our justice system. I have dedicated my life to our justice system since my fiance was murdered back in 1979, sometimes working 3 and 4 jobs at a time, so I could seek justice in the courtroom as a prosecutor. What is overboard is the jury verdict.
Okay.
So she's saying, this was killing me. Yeah. She's saying, fuck the system.
Fuck the system.
The system's wrong because I say it was wrong.
The system
but the system is absolutely did what it was supposed to do.
The prosecution did not fucking prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she did anything.
I don't understand.
They didn't do it.
I don't like unreasonable people. Unreasonable bothers me a lot, man. Like that. It's like, wait a minute. I know if something happens to my mother and then some motherfucker gets away, you're just fucking soaked with anger. Resentment.
You're going to be unreasonable, I think.
But
when
then
it's personal,
at something you go, it is the justice. It's the system. And you know how many fucking innocent people are in jail? Where the system doesn't work either way. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing that you can't argue. I think one of the jurors said, I think she did the shit. But our whole thing from when we was watching Beretta, when it was
12 Angry Men,
is reasonable doubt. If you got one little thing that can say I didn't do it, then I didn't do it. A little I didn't do it beats a whole lot of I think you did. 90% I did it loses to 10%.
10% maybe
you didn't do it. That's our system.
She didn't.
She went through the system.
And that's what happened. The prosecution couldn't even come up with a real mode of fucking murder. They don't even know how the kid died.
She gets to fucking shape the thought process of America, okay? And this unreasonable woman. She's a fucking unreasonable woman.
Right. Yeah, and
she gets to shape how you think when she's telling you the jury fucked up. How is she saying that?
Yeah.
Then you have to, here's the hypocrisy of it. Go to every jury that might have fucked up in something. But it concerns you and your crusade. But I like to ask Nancy Grace, would you trade in your entire career to find every kid that's ever been missing? Would you do that? Would you get
Oh, she would
No,
be like,
because that wouldn't help. No. No, it would help.
it would.
She'd be a liar and say, yes,
everybody.
I would.
I would.
She'd be like, yes, of course I would. And meanwhile, she wouldn't.
Here's Nancy Grace and O'Reilly talking about the Tot Mom and the naming of the Tot Mom.
You have to admit that the way you presented the material throughout the trial was flamboyant. You nicknamed Casey Anthony Tot Mom. What does Tot Mom mean anyway? What is that?
Well, you know what? To you, I will finally reveal where Tot Mom came from. When I was in law school, I would often give cases that I had to memorize, hundreds and hundreds, sometimes thousands of pages of legal documents for class. And it was easier for me to remember a case by the content of the case, not the name, Smith versus O'Shaughnessy. So I would name each case by the content. In this case, I needed content that would fit at the bottom of the screen so our viewer would know what we were talking about. And Tot Mom fit.
But it did sound like a denigrate.
You're lying.
Horseshitting.
Everyone loves a good catchphrase. Just say it.
And it's Pops.
Because she could have had anything written at the bottom of her screen.
If
so
it wasn't
people
associated
knew.
with murdering a child, that could be the top-selling T-shirt since the smiley face.
Of course.
Tot Mom is huge.
She's fucking lying.
It almost is up there with Coca-Cola in terms of how fucking smooth it sounds.
Right.
Tot Mom.
Well, all these great products have a nice, catchphrase.
Fucking, but she's
in a catchphrase business.
Yeah, but why are we always trying to prove the hypocrisy of a bitch like Nancy Grace when we just know what she is?
I don't know.
Don't people know?
I would love to think that a lot of people know, and you just hang on Twitter enough to know there's a lot of dummies out there that don't know this shit.
Don't even care.
No, they see it how they see it on TV without breaking it down.
Tot Mom.
Tot Mom.
Well, Bill.
That's good for ratings.
Well, Bill.
Why don't you tell Bill O'Reilly, coming up with a catchphrase like Tot Mom is good for my show and good for ratings. And if I have really good ratings, I make more money. That's the real answer.
When I was in law school, Bill, here is the background, the prophetic reason why I said Tot Mom.
Right.
I could have just said Kaylee.
Yeah.
young Kaylee. But I decided Top Mom just goes well.
She could have had Kaylee at the bottom of her screen.
She should have said it rolled well. I just thought, damn, that's a catchy phrase.
It's not a bad catchphrase.
Top Mom's the shit.
Nancy, own it. Be proud of it.
Yeah, you
came up with a good
Top Mom.
catchphrase.
If it wasn't for the fact that she is being vilified to the point of OJ somehow, that is a great T-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, they'll be wearing it.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, of course
I don't think nobody's wearing fucking. That's like wearing a.
It's not going to be like a winning T-shirt,
OJ,
but
free OJ. You didn't see a whole bunch of those.
well,
shirts.
you saw a few. You saw a few that stepped out with that
black
shirt.
People, but who's gonna wear? What demographic is wearing fucking Top Mom?
Middle-aged guys. There'll be a few middle-aged guys
maybe so.
that will absolutely have a Tot Mom shirt at a Leonard Skinner mugging concert somewhere.
You know what? You
You'll see a few.
Bill, I just think that, whenever I think of my two little children, Winsy and Lindsay and Swinsy and Twinsy, Mary and Smerry. I just love the, oh, God.
Yeah.
And then people call in and go, oh, the same voice.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Nancy, I just love what you do. Thank you. And are the twins sick this week? Yeah, they had a cold. Oh, God. That fucking show makes me fucking sick.
Well, here's the rest of the clip on Tot Mom.
Screen, so our viewer would know what we were talking about, and Tot Mom fit.
But it did sound like a denigration.
It's nothing personal.
No, but it did sound like a denigration.
It does not sound like a denigration.
No, sure it did.
No, it
Tot
doesn't.
Mom is
well,
like
I don't think it did.
It was like that. Okay.
Would it be better to be Cold-Blooded Killer? Would that be better?
I think
Tot Mom.
It has a ring to
How about
it.
Casey Anthony?
That's what we said.
Tot Mom.
She could put that at the bottom of the screen.
Tot Mom. Every time she referenced her, it was Tot Mom.
Right.
So it's like she tried to make it her own with a catchphrase.
And a bit of a dig.
That's fucking
There's a dig there.
bullshit.
Which is fine. What I'm saying is, it's fine, but don't bullshit us.
She's bullshitting herself.
My twin.
You think she's bullshits herself?
She's
and
so
who
gone.
Fuck Nancy Grayson came in her. Show me Nancy's husband in this bitch.
Jesus.
Fuck kissed that. Looked at her straight because you come in a woman, you gotta look her straight in the eye. Who looked her straight in the eye?
That fucking when someone said she's got that David Bowie from Labyrinth hairdo.
Oh, that's him.
Did you see the other one? It was kind of hacked, but I retweeted. It made me chuckle. The Nancy Grace
taking a shit
faces.
face. Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
What?
25 pictures of Nancy Grace looking like she's taking a crap.
Taking a dump.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, that's good.
Holy fuckity fuck.
Holy fuckity fuck.
Look at that family.
Fuckity fuck.
Look, she's Tot Mom right there.
You know what?
She's a mom and she got a tot.
I have to apologize to Nancy Grace. She could do better.
Wow. I think you're crazy.
I think she could do. You
The
think
second she opens that fucking mouth of hers.
You think that this fucking limo driver looking motherfucker? That's the best Nancy could do. Where's Nancy's body?
God.
Where's her body? At?
What the hell's wrong with you?
Let me see her body.
Is that her wedding photo?
Is that her tits hanging low?
Oh,
All right, she
yeah,
got
they are
some big
hanging
soggy
low.
tits. Wait, go back to a different picture. Let me figure this out.
You know the smell's just off too and everything.
No, she's rich, man. She got good pussy products.
You know she's got some weird
good
smell.
pussy product.
From
You
head
think
to
she
toe.
stinks?
Oh God, yeah. Vinegary.
There's no.
Oh,
where's
vinegary,
the body?
like tangy.
Well,
Is
you know
she-
the
is she
vinegar that you leave out
tangy?
a little too long?
Yeah.
You got to warm it up a bit, maybe leave it in the sun.
Jesus Christ. You think she's warm vinegar? Would you do Nancy Grace?
No. No.
Well, let's
Not
slow
even.
down a minute.
Not even as.
Let's play it
Not
one
even
game.
as Nancy Grace. Like. Oh, she's famous. Let me fuck her. Kind of thing. No.
I would like to see her cooch up in the air.
Yeah.
Just to let's take a look. You wouldn't?
No.
Think she shaves?
I don't think so.
I think it's
She's
just
old school.
I think she's got some.
You think she's old school, Bush?
Yeah.
I think she's got some wild ones down there.
She got wild hair up her ass.
I bet
wild
you she's a
ones.
piece of garbage in bed. I bet you.
You think she's like filthy?
Oh, and she controls her husband. She ties him up.
Oh man.
She's a femdom. I bet you she steps on his balls.
With that horrible yellow tie he was wearing in that fucking last picture.
She just sits on his face and smothers him. She smothers him. Cuckold.
A cuckold.
Fuck me like the jury just fucked up this case.
I want 12 of your friends to fuck me.
Yeah.
I want to feel what it's like to be fucked by 12.
Juror number 7. Come on.
You know, we just gave some porn company. They just stole it. You know they stole it.
That's great. Let's work on it.
At least give us a bottle of wine.
Nancy Grace, fuck it.
Fucking Gawker never gave us a bottle of wine for the wiener thing. That's all I wanted. Bastards. So there's your celebrity rehab. And then a guy's yelling at me. He's like, you don't know anything about addiction. I wasn't even saying I knew anything about addiction.
What?
My whole point on the celebrity rehab thing is there's a lot of fucking duds on this list that Dr. Drew didn't help. That's all I was saying.
What the fuck is that about?
I don't know anything about addiction and trying to get sober.
That's an unreasonable statement.
My point is that why would Dr. Drew continue with a show like this when it's making him look kind of bad? He's under the microscope at this show.
Okay, so maybe the addiction guy can explain why you're wrong.
I know who it was, so call the show. You know, I mean,
what does that even mean?
Writing a quick instant feedback sometimes sucks. If you wanna challenge us, then call the show. I know which guy you were, so call and I'll see you on the phone line.
So who's?
I didn't say anything about addiction. I don't know shit about that.
But maybe there's something in there where he's saying Dr. Drew is doing a good job, and he did do something. And addiction, maybe he's taking the responsibility off of Drew and putting it completely on those people. Drew did what he was supposed to do. Maybe he's saying that.
My argument to that would be that, first of all, the show is set up to fail. I know for a fact that they're only in this house for 3 weeks. Is it now, Sam?
I think so, yeah.
Because Dr. Drew doesn't have fucking time to waste.
So now he has another show on
He has other shit he wants to do. So he films his show in 3 fucking weeks. And I know that much about trying to get sober. You need a little more time than 21 days.
And I tell you what, I want the person that's trying to save my life to have a little bit more passion than, hey, man, you're just come on, man, stop it, stop.
Right.
All right, I gotta go.
And his,
I watch a little bit of Drew, and it's just no.
And he has to wrap it up like every other TV show. So they have the graduate. I would love to talk to this guy. So he has the graduation ceremony when maybe he should say, okay, this 3 weeks is over. It seems like you guys are on the right path, but you got a long road ahead of you. Instead of handing them a certificate like you graduated, like you are cured.
But you know what a certificate is and a graduation is? You are done. That's just that's
what I'm saying.
If you go to high school, you graduate from high school, fucking, Mr. fucking Feeney from your high school is not responsible for the fact that you can't read no more.
Yeah, I understand.
You did what you could to get through our system, and you're out.
Right.
You get out of jail. Hey, we'll let you out.
You know what?
You fuck up again, you go back.
But it reflects badly on the school then.
Yeah.
Well, then
you're basically saying, look, I'm done.
It's a system.
I'm done. But then that high school, in your case, looks kind of shitty.
But every system does that. Every system, he has the health, the mental, the mental health system.
Mm-hmm.
That's, you see these bums outside. It's a failed system. It's supposed to fail, like you said.
All right.
So
he's not
trying to.
Maybe he doesn't mind that he looks like he's failing.
But he's not, because if you look at the system,
I said looks like.
It's the same exact. You would think that he would put himself on a higher standard.
That's what I'm thinking.
But he's not. But you know what?
Fair enough.
He's putting himself on a higher standard because it's celebrities. He's trying to cure all. He's the celebrity doctor.
Right.
Right.
Which seems pretty damn tough to begin with.
My mother, she didn't hug me, and that's why I'm like I am. Thank you, Dr. Drew.
Why didn't she hug you?
Well, she didn't hug me, actually. We weren't lovey-dovey. Me and my mother said we love you now, and it's really, it's amazing. It's kind of a drum roll.
It's amazing?
We do it. I think she needs it now. Growing up, she was, women were hardcore growing up. Black women were hardcore. When I was a kid, 21 was like 50. 21-year-old women were like now I'm 41. I look at a 21-year-old and I'm borderline. I saw a young thing in line at the supermarket.
You're shaking a little bit. You're breaking down.
I said, my girl went to go grab some crackers. I was in the self-serve line, and it was this little young thing, and she had on a short set, and it was hugging the booty perfectly.
Yeah.
And here's where I'm folding in terms of the creepy shit. I was thinking not of fucking her normally. I just was thinking of the most disgusting thing.
Horrid thing you could.
Like, I wonder if I could suck her asshole. Like, I'm being honest. Like, it was just, it was demonic it was demonic in terms of, like, holy shit, my knees were shaking, but I didn't have my hair lined up. I was trying to get ready to fucking cook. You know, my shit wasn't trimmed up, so I'm just standing around looking like a complete bum. So I had maybe 0.1 liter of swag, and I looked at that girl like I just wanted to say, how much?
Yeah, right.
Like, take some money. I don't even want to fuck you. I just want to see it. It was tremendous. Tremendous.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Well, save that thought, because we got our guest in.
Oh.
Ben Mesrick.